Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions in Betcraft. All right, today is another very beautiful Monday morning, and as usual, we know a lot of games are going on across the globe, and we're able to select a few of these games that are going on. Looked into these games before bringing it forward for you. Okay, um, in a short while, we'll be looking at these matches, and also we know that yesterday we had quite you know a very unusual outing yesterday. I would say seeing that we are able to achieve four victories out of six games that we predicted. We saw the likes of Barcelona very losing that match to Real Sociedad, and also saw Bodo Glimt also again unable to win once again. That was very unexpected results, but it does happen in football. But we saw that also previous 3 days we've been winning and winning and winning, and hopefully today will continue to win. All right. Short I'll be looking at these matches one after the other, and I want to use the opportunity to ask you folks who are coming across a video for the first time that are yet to subscribe to kindly take our time to hit the subscription button right now so that you don't miss out on our subsequent games that will always come up on this very channel on a daily basis. All right. That being said, let's head to the business of today, and we'll be starting with the first match. And as usual, we have two tickets today, and each of these two tickets contains three games. All right. It's also you are at liberty to play all of them together, and also you can decide to do it just the same way we're doing it. All right. So looking at the first game, the first ticket, it is in Brazilian Serie B, and it is Villanova who will be facing a Ponte Preta. All right, Villanova in the last 6 matches have actually won two out of those, but have lost four games out of those recent games. Also, away side as well, I've seen two victories in the last six, also losing four as well. And taking a look at how they fared from home and away perspective, you could see that Villanova were playing from home in the last 10 home matches that they had. You can see that they've been able to achieve six victories, playing from home. They've also had three draws and one loss in the last 10 home matches that they had so far. That tells you that 60% of the home matches that they had have resulted to win for the home side. And the last home game they played saw them winning Amazonas by 1 goal to 0 on that occasion. And looking at the away side, Ponte Preta, they've actually managed just one victory in the last 10 away games that they had so far, and they've also had three draws, and they've lost six games in the last 10 away games that they had. As a matter of fact, the last three away games that they played out saw them losing out all three. Not the best side, playing from away for the away side. So the last time both teams met, it was Ponte Preta who played from home, and they won by 2 goals to 0 against Villanova. That was in July of this very year. But the last time Villanova played from home, it was a 1-out draw. And in this very encounter, in the past 10 head-to-head meetings have always, have resulted to a draw a lot of the time. About, you know, 8 times out of the past 10 meetings for both sides have seen draw. All right, they played a lot of draws. So in this very encounter, and also the other ones, the home side actually saw winning. And in this very encounter, it is the home side that's expected to either win or draw in this very one. And under 4.5, or a home win or draw another 4.5. That's all Friday for that very encounter. Okay, and the last game in the first ticket is in Bosnia, where we have a Burak coming up against Igman. All right, Burak in the last six have won four games out of those. They've also had one draw as well as one loss, and the away side Igman have managed to achieve just two victories, losing four matches in the last six games that they have so far. And the last 10 home games for the home side, I've actually seen them winning six games out of those. They've also lost two, and they've had two draws as well in the last 10 home matches that they had. And the away side, Igman, have actually won four games from away, two draws, but they've lost four matches. And they're looking at head-to-head performances. Last time both teams met, it was Borak who played from away. That was in October, beating this very side by 4 goals to 0. And Borak have actually dominated the head-to-head proceedings, winning, severally against this very side, winning on 6 occasions out of 7, out of the past 10 out of the past 7 head-to-head meetings, they have won 6 times, and the other one being a draw. There's never been a time Igman have been able to achieve victory against this very side. So it is the home side to win outright in this one. And that's all right. Okay, that takes us to the last game for the ticket. It is in the, on the 21 Premier League in England, where we have Sheffield United on the 21 will be facing Huddersfield on the 21. All right, looking at the recent games, Sheffield United on 21 have actually won 5 games in the last 6. They've also had one draw in the away side. Huddersfield have won just one. They've had 5 losses in the last 6 recent games. And looking at how these two teams fared from home and away perspective, you can see that Sheffield United have actually won the entire matches they have played so far. They've not had any draw in the away side. Have actually been able to manage, 3 wins and 3 losses as well as one draw in the last 7 away games that they have so far. And all right, putting all that together, we know that Sheffield United is a very strong side, doing so well. They've not actually lost in the last 20 games that they've played so far. So it is a Sheffield United home side that's expected to win outright in that one. Home win, that's our verdict. Okay, all right, that concludes our first ticket for you today. And we'll be heading to the next ticket for the day. And we'll be starting the next ticket with the match in Italian Serie C. We'll have Padova, who will be coming against Novara. Okay, Padova in the last 6 have won 5 games, 1 draw, and Novara on the other hand have won 4 games. They've also had 2 draws in the last 6 matches that they had so far. So when you look at how these two teams fare from one away perspective, you can see that Padova, the home side, have actually won 7 games in the last 10 home matches. They've had 2 draws, but have lost just 1 game in the last 10 home matches that they have so far. And looking at the away side, Novara, they've actually won 2 matches in the last 10 away games. All right, they've also lost 3 out of those 10 away matches that they have so far, but I also have seen draw on 5 occasions out of the last 10 away meetings. And looking at how these two teams fare from home and away perspective, you can see that from head-to-head perspectives, rather, you can see that Padova have actually been quite dominant out of the past 4 head-to-head meetings. Padova have won on 3 occasions. Novara have managed to win once. All right. As a matter of fact, the last 3 meetings for both sides have also seen Padova winning on all 3. That tells you a lot about this very side. And the last time they met was actually in January of this year, and we saw Padova beating them on that occasion from away by 3-0. And in this very one, we will be expecting goals. Actually, goals verdict, minimum of 2 goals appearing in this very encounter. That's a verdict that very game. All right, that takes us to the next in the second ticket. In this day, the second match of the second ticket we have in Romania League One. We will have Otelul who will be up against CFR Cluj. All right, Otelul in the last 6 have actually managed 2 draws, but have lost 6 matches out of those recent 6 games. And away side on the other hand, Cluj have won 2 games, have 4 draws as well in the last 6 recent games that they have so far. And when you look at how these two teams fared from home and away perspective, you can see that the home side have managed just 4 wins in the last 10 home matches. They've also had 2 losses as well as 4 draws in the last 10 home matches that they had so far. And Cluj, on the other hand, have just been able to achieve 4 victories in the last 10 away games, and they've also had 5 draws as well as 1 loss in the last 10 away games that they had so far. And looking at how they fared on head-to-head basis, the last time they met was actually in February this year. We saw them playing out a draw, 2-2 draw, and prior to that in October last year, we also saw them playing out a 0-0 draw. That tells you that the meetings for these two teams have always been very, very tough. Game. And in this very encounter, we really do expect the away side Cluj to not lose out shortly in this very one. And it is the away side to win or draw in that very game. That's our verdict. I will win or draw. That's what we expect. Okay. That takes us to the next and also the last for the day, the last out, and also the last game in the last ticket. And it is in Spanish Segunda Division, where we have Deportivo La Coruña will be up against Iba. Okay, when you look at recent games for both sides, you see that Deportivo La Coruña have won just 1 game, have lost 2, and have actually had 3 draws in the last 6 matches. And away side Iba have won 2 games, but they've lost 4 matches in the last 6 recent games for the away side Iba. And looking at how the teams are fared, see that from home, Deportivo La Coruña have actually won 4 matches in the last 10 home matches that they had so far. They've also had 2 draws as well as 4 losses in the last 10 home games. And Iba, on the other hand, have managed 2 victories from away, 3 draws, and as well as 5 losses. And quite notable is the fact that the last 4 away matches for Iba have resulted to losses for away. All those 4 they lost actually, and that tells you a lot about this very site. And in this very game, it is Deportivo La Coruña that we expect to either win or draw, not to lose actually. So it is home win or draw. That's a valid for that very game. Okay, that concludes our predictions for you today on Betcraft. I wish you the very best of luck, and I hope your ticket goes well. And remember to also play responsibly. These are football games. All right, that being said, tomorrow It's another day, and we'll come up with our predictions on this very channel. Do not miss out. But until then, keep winning.